Okay, let's have fun with this. Can you name one benefit to living with a woman as a guy?
Ooh. Maybe she'll inspire you to be cleaner.
Or clean my place.
Hey, that's okay.
I mean, that's a point, though. That's a point.
Instead of cleaning herself, you mean?
What? What do you mean?
Because you said she'd inspire you to be cleaner. Why doesn't she just clean instead?
Like for you to be just a cleaner, more, I don't know. Just,
why doesn't she just clean the house?
Yeah.
Because maybe a woman's sole purpose in life isn't to clean.
Oh!
I mean,
well, the question is, you're moving into the guy's house. What benefit does he get from you moving in as a woman? That was the question.
Well, if you're asking her to move in, then you get the benefits of being in her presence, which might mean emotional support. Maybe that means that she'll cook with you and just enhance your life, or for you if she wants to.
There's Uber Eats.
Interesting. Okay. What about you? What is the benefit to a woman moving into your house?
You got in-house pussy.
Okay.
Basically. She can cook. She can inspire you to do better, do great. And she can let you know when you're wrong, because sometimes the dudes don't do it.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, pretty much that. And, add on
Cooking, pussy?
organization, just like, better quality of life, period.
Quality of life?
How so?
Because I feel like,
Merch.
a man is going to like, make the moves, he's going to bring the money, he's going to make certain moves, but there's just certain things that a female brings, which is like, I feel like they give you more like, focus. Like they add more focus to your life, clarity to your life, organization to your life.
Okay.
Better meals.
You don't agree with that?
No, it's okay. I have something to challenge the
say.
ladies after. Okay. We'll keep going. What about you?
Emotional support, interior design, because guys' room does not look as good as a woman's room.
Okay.
Just like company,
Okay. All right.
Well, women are nurturing creatures, and we're caring. So we keep. Oh, I'm so sorry. I keep not trying to hit this edge of this, but women are more nurturing and more compassion.
Okay, but what do they actually? I need
what they
tangible.
offer.
But that's cool. But what tangibly are they going to bring into the house moving in with the guy?
Of what?
A balance of different. How can I explain this? Let's just say a balance. A balance of peace.
Okay.
I've got to add
A
2
balance.
incomes. Another income.
So you're saying she makes money as well?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I agree on that. 2 incomes, interior design, emotional support, and anything a housewife would do.
Housewife.
Such as what? Would a housewife do?
Cleaning, all that stuff.
Wait, not inspiring to clean or actually cleaning? We need to differentiate.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
I mean,
She's saying inspires to clean.
I'm not gonna lie, both.
Okay.
I am not.
I ain't clean as shit without paying for the bills.
I am not a housewife.
I'm a clean.
You're not a
anybody
housewife?
house I go to.
Okay.
Hell no.
Okay. And what were you saying?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so I see here interior design and cleaning. Okay.
I feel like
Merch.
if we're like a partner, I feel like you can elevate me. So like if you have one source of income, you can make me get smarter like you.
No,
And,
how
like,
are you going to benefit the guy? Not how's he going to benefit you?
I know.
No, like, cause it still has like a 360. Like, think about it, like, because if I triple your income, I'm still benefiting. You know?
But how?
By getting me smarter, even though we're benefiting each other. But you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're trying to say.
Yeah, I just can't explain it.
I don't get it.
Stop.
I mean, I think he's saying how can you benefit him off rip?
Yeah, I know. Like the normal housewife things, like cleaning. If you have kids, I make sure the kids are like clean, fed, whatever.
I don't have no kids yet.
But I'm a housewife, so I'm just gonna put this.
All right. What about you?
Jesus.
Well, I agree with what. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Misha.
What
Brady,
Misha
y'all.
and your name, love?
Tati.
And Tati said. I do agree with that. A man does
What
provide.
did you agree with?
What do I agree that
Specifically, yeah.
women? I mean, men do most of the hard work, like bringing in, sometimes even more like better income than even yourself as a woman. Sometimes women don't have the same
No, I was saying
income
maybe
as
two
men.
income.
Well, when men come, like you have the house clean, you have the food there ready for
And
him.
that's what I mean by a balance.
Everything clean, exactly, a balance.
Okay.
You need to cook for your man.
Don't.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I'm sorry, you do.
Oh,
Not all
shit.
the time.
Speak
You
that
do.
You
facts.
agree with that?
You-
I can see her face just like.
Who said
You
they don't
do
the
have
time?
to. I mean, he can cook
Patriarchy.
sometimes, but you need to provide for
Absolutely.
your man. If he's providing for you, it's equal. It's
I feel like we're in a
50-50.
new generation now, so it's like, I mean, we work as hard. I work hard to see. I'm up 4:45 in the morning, so it's like.
And I agree, but
my
I
day
come
is
from
long.
see, but I come from a Hispanic household. See,
Yeah.
my mom works just like my dad works, and she cleans, she cooks, and she takes care of all of us, even at this grown age sometimes. So that's what a woman should do. And I think it's the strongest thing that
I don't think they should do that
I
now. Like I said,
mean,
generation
not
has
All right,
changed.
she's getting married soon.
What if he's taking
But-
care of all your bills, so now you don't need to work?
That's why. No.
But
I'm
if she's
working.
still
Regardless of that, I still have to work. I don't believe in that shit. I'm sorry. I
yeah,
don't believe
I
in
still
that.
gotta
No,
get my money.
No, and I understand you. I understand you from that point of view because I am somebody that I want to be I am an independent woman, and I do see that I don't need
I
a
kinda feel like
man.
not even
you know?
independence. It's like if your man like fall off the earth, something happened to him, and like he only had that one income, which we all fuck. The whole shit going
Yeah.
down. You know, I got.
Why would you be a man with one income
No,
though?
I've seen too many movies.
And I agree with you.
I feel like you gotta.
Do you have
know who
anything you want to say
Merch.
to that? I can see your face scrunching up when she said you got to cook for your man. You disagree?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're seeking out a relationship dynamic where you want that, like, cool, but I don't think that that's like the standard everyone should follow.
No, I'm not.
Girl,
Okay.
you better feed your man or somebody else.
Maybe I
will.
did, but
hey.
you do have to
Feel me?
cook.
You better
ha-
feed that man.
Exactly. You have to. It's a thing. He's bringing
Mm-mm.
he's bringing you money, right? He pays for your nails, right? He pays for your hair, right? You gotta cook for him. You gotta that's it.
You have anything you want to say
Yeah,
back to that?
I mean, maybe in your relationship dynamic, but you can't say that that's mine or anyone else's.
No, you're right.
You know,
Agree.
It should.
That's
What if
not-
he's a better
that's-
cook than you, though?
right? What if he's a chef?
Like,
No,
the-
you're
we're all
useless.
talking-
Exactly.
Yeah, you're useless.
So no one mentioned
What if
anything
he's a chef?
truly tangible, and
You
then
better learn.
you all mentioned things he could pay for outside of you. So, for example, I could pay a maid, I could pay a cook. I mean, shit, y'all never mentioned.
Yeah, I want to,
pay for
because
loyalty.
here's the thing. I took notes on everything that you guys said. Basically, the consensus is food, cook, clean, interior design, balance. Okay, and let's see what else here. Emotional support and
Wait, that's North though.
companionship.
Was that pick?
That's North. Shout out to wait. I thought just
Is
icy.
it icy?
And companionship. So, ladies, everything that you guys named can pretty much be paid for, whether through it's a maid, a dog, a personal cook, maybe a meal prep service. Everything you guys named can be outsourced. So, in reality, what do you bring to a man?
It really can't though.
So what is
No, you
living with a
can't.
man
Partner
better
in
than
crime.
because that's
women?
a loyal partner.
A loyal
Well,
partner in crime. That's what
Okay,
I'm
so now it's a
talking
little partner. Okay.
More than your
Uh,
homeboys.
But at the time
Yeah.
you said,
So what was your question? Sorry, you had something.
So what does living with a man benefit a woman if he's not paying your bills? Let's say.
That's a good point. I'll answer that in a second. There was something else that someone had. Did you say something? Someone
I feel like
made a good point.
Merch.
Oh.
Wait, what was it?
Someone made a good point.
Homeboys? No.
income.
Nope.
A partner in crime.
No.
Okay.
One of y'all said something. Okay, I guess I'll just address your thing. So you said, what is the benefit to living with a guy?
Yeah.
Well, you get protection, provisioning, and with men, women are far more. Women want security in a relationship. I don't know if ladies understand this, but like, if you leave a man to his own devices, he doesn't really want like a full-on just relationship with one girl. He wants a relationship with multiple girls. Most guys are monogamous by necessity, not by choice. If I'm going to be all the way 1,000 with you, you're making a face. What's up?
I
Go ahead.
disagree.
Okay.
I think
Please.
some men would be more comfortable in polyamorous relationships, and then they should be self-aware of that. But I don't think that the general rule of thumb that all men are polyamorous.
I didn't say that. I said most guys are monogamous out of necessity.
Yeah,
That's a big
I
difference.
disagree with that. I don't think that. I think a lot of men choose to be monogamous because there are benefits to monogamy, as there are benefits to polygamy.
There's benefits to monogamy for women, not necessarily for men.
There are benefits of monogamy for men.
Name three.
Two.
If you want to raise children, it's a really beneficial way to raise children.
Polygamy is actually better for raising children because you have multiple women that can take care of the kids. You don't have to depend on a babysitter.
Sister
Oh,
wives.
I'd be traumatized.
Yeah, but exactly, like, is that really a dynamic if kids are seeing their friends growing up in a two-parent household where there's that loyalty there and they're not comfortable with that? I don't think that's necessarily a general rule of
Polygamy
thumb.
was like a big part of, but the benefit of it is for child rearing. That exact purpose you're mentioning now.
right, but that could
My
benefit-
argument is that monogamy benefits women far more than it benefits men. It doesn't really benefit. It benefits regular guys, right, to a degree, but most guys, like I said before, if left to their own devices, are monogamous out of necessity.
But I think then you can argue that women are monogamous out of choice too, because it can be just as beneficial for a woman to be polygamous than a man.
Not really.
No.
Women are not designed to be polygamous.
So
at
why
all.
are men designed to be polygamous?
Because sperm is cheap and eggs are expensive.
Yeah, we're carers, we're nurturers, we give.
Like you can only, how many children can you bring to term per year?
One.
Okay, I can.
Gotcha, bitch.
How many kids can I bring to term per year? Per day. Sounds like I bust a nut.
Right.
So far, my biological investment to having children is far less than yours. So I don't necessarily have to exercise the same discretion when it comes to mate selection.
Right,
What about
but
hoes?
you're saying
That's
that.
my point.
But so you're saying you're like having like the spread your seed argument. Yeah, I think that you can also argue though that it would be in a woman's benefit to sleep around because then she has more access to more resources. If you want to use that argument, you can you can use evolutionary biology to back any type of claim like this. Like you
Not
can
not
say,
at all, because as a woman has sex with more partners, her value
Her value-
decreases. And as her value decreases, men are less likely to provide that woman with security. So she there needs to continue having sex with multiple men to continue to get security for multiple men. But if you leave a woman to her own devices and you ask her, what do you prefer? One guy that's stable, that's going to give you resources, or multiple guys that will potentially give you security, they're going to go with the one guy that can provide them security. The issue is this. It's very difficult to find a guy that can provide you security while simultaneously being sexually arousing. That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's why girls have to get it through multiple guys a lot of the times, and they do it in secret. But if a girl had the option, she would want a guy that has everything in one place.
I think guys would want that as well. Some men, maybe not you, or like some men want to be polyamorous, but I think that there are also men that genuinely want a monogamous relationship because of the intimacy and the deepness of that connection that maybe you can't get from a polyamorous
Most guys
relationship.
would want probably ideal if they can pull it off. They would want one girl, that's their main chick, and then they'd have other side chicks.
I don't think that that's necessarily true. I think maybe for some
Question for
people-
you. Have you ever looked at your boyfriend's browser history on the internet?
No.
You haven't?
Nope.
Go ahead and take a look. I promise you, there's probably going to be porn there. And the reason why that's important is because a lot of guys can't enact on their physical needs. The reason why guys watch porn is because men like variety in different types of women. You're never going to be able to sexually satisfy your guy yourself. So whether he actually steps out and fucks another bitch on you, or he watches porn and whacks off to another chick, it's the same exact thing. Men want variety. The issue is that most guys can't actually execute on it, so they have to be monogamous out of necessity because they don't have the sexual market value to command respect from multiple women at the same time simultaneously. Most guys have to be monogamous.
But you're arguing that because if you're arguing like the offspring argument, right? Like because of the desire to have as many offspring as possible.
Yeah.
But I think you can also say that for a woman to have sex with a bunch of guys, then she has access to higher quality genes. So you could use evolutionary biology to back the idea of that it would benefit women to be polyamorous, but there are benefits to being
Well, here's the
monogamous.
thing. You can't separate offspring from the sexual process because the sexual process exists simply to create offspring. And the way we view each other sexually is directly tied to offspring. What do I mean by that? Well, when women sexually select, they select for survival traits. Is he tall? Is he confident? Is he ambitious? Is he competent? Is he going to be able to provide me security for long-term future, right? Men, however, we look at it as women are more interested in a man's future. Men are more interested in a woman's past. Is she a hoe? Is she going to cheat on me? Is she going to embarrass me? Is she going to potentially have a child that I can't prove isn't mine? This is why men have a serious point of contention with women that have a promiscuous past. That's why body counts matter to men. Because if I invest in a girl that has a high body count, there's a high likelihood that child that I have with her might not be mine. Every man's worst nightmare is having sex with a woman, thinking the child is theirs, raising that child, and then finding out later that child isn't theirs. Whereas for a woman, her biggest nightmare is getting with a guy, thinking he's ambitious, thinking he's going to be able to provide a future, then figuring out that guy's a fucking loser. See how we're very different, as in men are more interested in the past, women are more interested in the future. So you can't really separate offspring from the mating process because the mating process is intrinsically tied to offspring. It's why we make our sexual selections. Women are interested in survival value. Men are interested in replication value. This is why young, youthful, beautiful, attractive women are what men want. We don't care how much money they make necessarily. Whereas with women, I want competence, accomplishments, confidence, etc. They look for survival traits.
Boom.
So true.
Shaka laka 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 boom. Shaka laka.
All right. So anyway, moving on. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
Go check that browser history, bro.
We got you, sis. We think you did this big
booty
one.
black girl.
And a lot of girls get mad when I say this, but it's the truth, man. Men want variety. If you leave a guy to his own devices, they're gonna want sexual selection with different types of women. If you look at like all the guys that men admire, Dan Bilzerian, Hugh Hefner, etc., why are these men widely respected by men? Because they're able to execute the sexual strategy that most guys wish they could have. Multiple girls living with me, letting me smash. I don't have to commit to any of them, and I'm just hanging out doing my thing. That's what guys want. It's just that they can't be honest about that because that's considered misogynistic or toxic or whatever.
Some can't. They ain't got the bad for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You
Most guys can't pull it off.
A certain level of guys they do that. Yeah.
So regular guys, monogamy benefits regular men and women in whole. Because polygamous societies do tend to be less stable. I'll be honest about that.
I have a question.
Because a small minority of men end up getting all the women.
Question: how do y'all know a girl a hoe?
How do you know if what?
She labels herself.
It's a very good question.
A hoe?
Yeah, a hoe.
There's a bunch of. You want to hit it fresh? Go ahead.
I want to hear.
talk too much.
I want to hear this answer.
You
I
can
already
tell
got
from,
an answer.
you can tell from behaviors. So, for example, someone could be a nice girl, studious girl next door, looks wise. However, her behavior shows, okay, cool. She's out every night, girls nights out, girls trips, doing random stuff, and her phone is blowing up from Snapchat, Tinder, maybe Bumble, different dating apps. She's on sugar sites. So there's so many things you could see on people's patterns. But the thing for a guy is like, if you're a guy dating a girl, you got to watch with time. Because you could pretend to be somebody that you're not for a little bit, but over time you see traits and you see actions that people do, and you can find out she's a whole or not. So I would just say like, look for signs like maybe her phone is face down on dates, maybe her phone's on D&D all the time, or she's like, busy at certain times of the day because she's out late night with friends. Like certain things you see and patterns will tell you that she's a hoe.
Yeah. And also to you, thanks for being respectful. I know we don't agree on a lot of things, but I appreciate the fact that you're hearing out my points and everything like that. And if you think of something you want to say, just let us know.
Yeah, I think
I have no problem with disagreements.
Yeah, no, I think it's important to like have these conversations not out of a place of like judging your opinion, but like genuinely trying to come to a mutual understanding.
Yeah. I'm just giving the male perspective, that's typically rooted in biological fact. It's just that men can't be open about this. Like if a guy went out there and said, I want to fuck a lot of bitches, like if it's not a rap song, it's going to be awkward. You can't say this type of stuff in today's day and age. So yeah, he answered your joint.
Yeah, no, but I don't agree. I want to hear yours too.
Oh, I mean, it's very similar to what he said. I mean, just a pattern of behaviors and then certain lifestyle habits that will make you say, okay, this girl, like we give guys a couple tips, like, hey, like if this girl's involved in this type of activity, you probably don't want to take her seriously. So 2 things I'll just say off the tip are like a chick that like does drugs or a girl that's like alcoholic, the very high likelihood that she's going to be a hoe, because, constantly, doing drugs or drink alcohol, it lowers your inhibitions. It changes your thought process. You lose the ability to logically think. And when you're not, logically thinking or rational, you're going to be more emotional, more sporadic. You're going to make bad decisions, And then the other thing too is that typically when you're doing drugs or drink alcohol, it's in a social situation where men are there trying to take advantage. So that, one thing leads to another, etc.
So you're saying if she has sex with multiple men, she's a hoe?
And her friends.
I mean, that is by definition what a hoe is.
I'm saying, but how would you know that she had sex with multiple men though?
Is she getting paid for it?
What you mean?
No, I mean you'll know by like what I told you. I just gave you two things right there. Like if a girl is a drug addict or does drugs a lot or is an alcoholic, high likelihood that she's going to be a hoe. Does that mean 100% every single time she's a hoe? No, but it increases the chances. And then the more of these red flags you have, the higher the likelihood.
So you're asking, how would you know if a girl has a high body count?
I was gonna say because behind every rumor is a nigga. Like niggas always running their mouth saying something. So it's like Then it goes back to if she's just going. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I mean, it's fine. I mean, say what you want to say. Go ahead.
No, I'm about to say because behind every rumor is a man. The dude's always trying to say, okay, she's a hoe, but he probably ain't even hit. But just and so people go off of what this person said. That's not even true.
Okay.
And maybe she's outgoing. She has a personality that she's a fiery personality, and you just assume, okay, she's a hoe. That's like, damn.
Because we know a lot of girls that maybe they strip or they're on sugar sites, but they're not per se hoes. They just kind of have they're in an environment.
I see where she's going with this.
Yeah.
She's saying like, what's up with guys saying that to ruin reputations? Because guys understand, like, here's the thing. Women slut shame each other more than men do.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually women that probably pass that rumor around that a girl's a hoe more than guys do.
Yeah.
And I think it's guys.
No, but also it's perception too.
No.
Here's the thing. Like, if a guy's going to call a chick a hoe, he's going to do it behind closed doors. He can't do it openly. Women, however, can call you a hoe openly. That's the difference. So men can't like tell a chick, yo, you're a hoe, whatever, because he'll get canceled, he'll get fired from his job, whatever else it is. So a lot of times the hoe rumors come from other women.
I think it come from men.
From men.
I've heard some dudes.
Men, guys run their mouth more than female. I think it's men.
Sure do.
So do you hang around dudes a lot?
Yes, I know a lot of dudes.
Well, we call girls like that a hoe.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're around, hey, listen. I'm sorry to say, if you're a girl that hang around lots of dudes, we know dudes want to fuck. So hey, we just perceive that.
If you're an athlete and you hang around, like most athletes hang around a lot of athletes, and you know a lot of athletes. I know a lot of friend guys.
Yeah, but that's dudes though, man. The dudes, all right, whatever.
Okay, not hanging business with them. Okay.
Okay, so I'll say it this way. Okay, so when it comes to a girl being a hoe, because you asked the question and we answered it properly. It's just that your thing is like, why do guys spread the rumor? I think that's the proper question here, because you're saying, why do guys lie about that? There could be a multitude of reasons. Maybe they're mad, maybe they got rejected, whatever else. I mean, I don't know why like random guys may spread those rumors. It depends on the social situation. There's a bunch of reasons why people could do it. But to answer your question, it's a bunch of behaviors. Now, let's say a girl has a lot of guy friends. On face value, that might not mean she's a hoe, right? But if you add in the fact that she has a lot of guy friends, she does drugs. She's also an alcoholic. She goes to certain types of venues. She hangs out with a bunch of girls that are hoes. She takes girls trips all the time. See how when you add other pieces of evidence in there, you take one piece of circumstantial evidence, it's not good enough, but when you add other pieces of circumstantial evidence, now it paints a bigger picture. That's how it is. Yeah. So it's not one thing, but if it's a bunch of things working together in tandem, that's when you can start to identify, all right, this girl's probably not. And here's the thing. We love hoes. Don't get it twisted, ladies. Like, we're not here to slut shame or none of that. I'm just simply saying, as a man, right, just like you got to pick the best guy that's going to provide you security, as a man, you got to pick the best girl that isn't going to fuck your life up. And unfortunately, and we have a bunch of studies to show this, girls that have certain types of pasts are really bad for marrying and or taking serious relationship. They will ruin your life.
They're the ones that get married the most.
Yeah, they actually do. Them hoes be turned into
get married the most.
What do you mean by that?
Hoes become housewives for real.
It never lasts though.
You think? True.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how.
Look at every major porn star that got married. Like you look at like a Mia Khalifa or Alana Rhodes or whatever. If they do get married, they get married to a guy that wasn't their first choice. The dude's a fucking simp. He's a sucker. He's just taking her because that's the best he can get. The girl doesn't respect him. She endures the marriage for a few years, and then she ends up initiating divorce and leaving him. Women initiate 80% of divorces.
You got a point, Dad. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm trying to think of all the hoes that I know they got married.
Yeah, the question is how long,
Yeah.
is really the question. Because a lot of the times when someone that has a woman that has a promiscuous past gets married, 9 out of 10 times the man that she's married is not her first choice.
This is true. You got a point.
She's settling because it's like, damn, okay, I've been ran through. Reality's starting to hit. I'm getting older. Most guys don't respect me. What am I gonna do?
29. There's a show
I'm just being honest,
on Netflix that kind of depicts this called Sex Over Life. It's a very good show because the woman basically married a guy that she thought was the ideal guy, but he wasn't her first choice. And what happened was she married him, had kids, and then the guy that she really wanted came back into her life.
I saw that.
And it's a whole like back and forth.
It's so good.
Drama. Yeah, that's pretty good. So
yeah,
that happens.
But I also want to speak on that. They say girls that has a lot of friend guys are hoes. First of all, them guys keep me on point. Okay, they let you know, like, no, what I'm not gonna do. They tell you all the tea. I know all the hoes. I know about all the hoes in Miami.
You gotta watch those.
They put me on point there.
Because the first time you let them in, they gonna try to beat that thing
this like 5th grade on down.
Get them fresh.
This ain't nothing.
Get them fresh.
No, we don't.
Get them fresh.
I don't pull it.
Here's the thing: is your boyfriend okay with that?
Yeah.
He knows them?
He knows them.
Okay.
My ex was not.
It's not a lot, guys. I'm just saying, like, it's like.
No, I get it. I get it.
Like 6th grade, like we tight, and they married.
My thing is that, like, maybe you're an exception to the rule, but most guys want to sleep with their female friends.
I agree with that as well.
Somebody said all of them do?
All of them do. Like, let's be real.
Okay.
But they married right now, so they done got married.
No,
they don't care.
What? And that's actually so even better. It's interesting that she mentioned that. That's actually one of my things when I do, like 9 out of 10 times when a girl tells me I got a bunch of guy friends, what happens is there's certain social, like, how do I say this? There's social situations in that friendship that would severely fuck up the situation if they were to hook up. So in her example, right, the guys that she's friends with are all married themselves. So that's a very good buffer, so to speak, as to any potential infidelity, because both of them have something to lose.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? Or they work together and like if the relationship was to ever come out or anything like that, it could potentially fuck up or ruin both of their careers. This is where, when there's serious buffers in place like that, that's where that friendship, I call it more of an association, can exist. Because let's keep it 1,000. Are you going to hang out with those guys by yourself without your husband there? Probably not.
Yeah, I would. We like family now. They like married into the family.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's like
yeah, but you have certain serious buffers in place.
that too. And it's like a genuine respect there. Like, you know, you may look good, you my friend, but I won't cross that line with you.
Wait, you
know
may
what
look
I'm saying?
good?
I'm just saying, I'm just giving an example. Like, I'm thinking about if that's what he's saying. I don't know. Like, you know, my friend look good, but I would never cross that line with her. I genuinely got care.
I think women put that barrier.
You might not, but
the
that
guy,
dude, if
the
he's
guy,
lit enough,
he gets
if he's genuine,
Tell you.
he may say, you know what, Dan, it's my chance now. Boyfriend giving issues, I'm gonna slide in there.
Hey.
No, literally, that's what happens. And right when y'all break up, they're like, "Dang, yo,
Hey,
like,
what's up?
come
Oh,
here,
yeah.
like,
And
come
he was
on,
like,
you know, I've
"That,
always been
shorty?"
feeling you." Like, oh
Man.
wow, even their friends.
But it's like we family. Like, we can't cross that line.
That's
like,
if they're not your daddy.
You got to remember, that's how you look at it, but men don't look at it that way.
Yeah.
Like I get it from your perspective. You're like, disgusting. But for the men, they don't look at it like that.
Yeah.
Like I think women underestimate how horny dudes really be and how guys will fuck anything. Like it's like men don't have the same discernment that you do.
No, I understand that dudes
Yeah.
fuck anything. That's why I'm always on point. I'm telling you,
You
I'm
have to
always
be.
on point. Gotta be on point. And they keep me on point too. So I be knowing what's going on. So in my head, that's why even with other dudes, I don't trust that you trying to fuck me. I'm on point already. Like I be on point. I promise you.
All right.
That's
We had a
the-
second video, or did anyone else want to add anything
That's
before?
that same thing happened 2 days ago. So my friend had a homeboy, right? And he was there like at her hospital when she was about to die, like close friends, whatever. Yeah. And her boyfriend was listening to our conversation. He was like, hold up, hang up the phone like on me. And he like called that guy right now. And he was like, her boyfriend name is Lewis. And so she told her homeboy, she was like, oh, me and Lewis aren't together anymore. And she's telling me, oh, my homeboy would never do this to me. He's been there. Trust me. He knows that we're only just gonna be friends. And mind you, she just had a baby. And so she tells the guy, hey, I have a boy, we're not together. And her homeboy went to him and was like, oh, can you come over? Like the homeboy that she thought that would never want to have sex with her decided to have sex with her. And so he hung up the phone and told her to block him because he was just like basically pretending to be her friend like that, but the whole time he wanted to have sex with her.
Damn.
Okay.
Lame.
And you lost me at the part where someone was gonna die.
I know, yeah.
Oh yeah,
You got
she
deep
was
really quick.
dying and he was in the hospital first. So she thought that like,
You're a really bad storyteller.
Yes,
No,
you
no,
are.
no,
I'm sorry,
no,
you're 1,000.
I'm
You're a
everywhere.
terrible
no,
storyteller.
it's because y'all all staring at me, so like making me laugh. But I know I'm sorry.
She didn't
Stop.
laugh.
Someone's dying though.
She didn't even laugh.
Okay, stop.
So did she die?
No, she didn't die.
So she alive.
Yes,
So
he
she
was,
good.
Did she die
Yeah,
though?
he was there in like in a hotel, not the hotel, the hospital, the hospital with her while she was dying. So he was there through her hardships. So she thought
okay,
that.
okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
they wasn't friends. They went all cool.
They were best.
They were
friends.
separate. I'm saying like the boyfriend and the friends. They weren't cool either.
No, they weren't
See,
cool.
yeah,
So where
in
was the
my situation,
boyfriend?
my boyfriend cool. We all friends. We all like family.
When she was about
All
to
right.
die.
Hey man, it's risky.
He wasn't there.
It's very risky.
All
You
right,
never
we
know.
know who should never write a novel. Fantastic.
Stop.
All right.
Fuck.
If she don't want to lose weight, she belongs to the interstate.
The Clown World MLK.
Okay.